-6 means it is in standard form. The -6 means it is a very small number. And we've also told the distance from the Sun to the Earth is 1.5 times 10 to the power of 8 kilometres. You've got to work out how long it takes light to travel from the Sun to the Earth, and you've got to give your answer in minutes and seconds. This is worth 4 marks. Now, the most tricky part of this question is making sure that you give the right amount of seconds here rather than giving it in terms of minutes. So be really careful on the second part here. The key facts you need to know is that you're going to be using ratio, and you're going to do the ratio of the distance to the time. And you need to know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, and that will help you convert this second part here. Standard form is a number written in standard form will always be on the form a times 10 to the power of n. And if n is positive, you're going to get a large number, so this is going to be a large number. If n is negative, you're going to get a small number. The number of times you move the decimal point will depend on what the number is here. But we are on a calculator question, so you're literally just going to type these values in as you see them on the calculator. There is a times 10 button on the calculator, or you can literally type in times 10 and then use the power button, whichever you prefer. Press pause, have a go at working out the answer, press play when you're ready to hear. Well done, guys. Hopefully you managed to get yourself an answer. So to start with, we're going to look at this ratio between the distance and time. So we're told that the distance is 1 kilometre in 3.3 times 10 to the minus 6 seconds. Okay, so that is the distance from Sun. So the light that travels at that speed. Now we're told that the Sun to the Earth is 1.5 times 10 to the 8 kilometres. So that's a distance. So we've got to work out how do we get from 1 to the 1.5 times 10 to the 8. So how do we go from this value here to this value here? So you should have spotted that you're literally going to be timesing by this value here in standard form, 1.5 times 10 to the 8. So if I do that to the left-hand side, I need to do exactly the same to the right-hand side. So I go to multiply the right-hand side by 1.5 times 10 to the 8. And you're going to type this in on your calculator. So get your calculator ready. Pause if you need to go off and get your calculator. And you're going to type in 3.3. You can press the times 10 button, okay, and then put in the minus 6. Or you can literally type in times 10 and then put the power button minus 6, whichever way you prefer to write it in. Then you're going to times it by this number, 1.5. Then type in times 10 and then put the power button 8. Or you could write it with using the times 10 button, whichever you prefer. Some calculators have EXP, which means times 10. So just make sure you know what your calculator allows you to do. And then press equals, and you should find you get 495. And this value is in seconds. So you will get 1 mark for working out 495. Now, our answer has got to be in minutes and seconds. So we know over here 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So I'm going to work out how many seconds, well, how many this 495 seconds is in minutes. So I've got to divide this 495 by 60. And this will give you your second mark. And that will give you 8.25 minutes, which is your third mark. Now, most people manage to get down to this stage fairly okay. But from here, this 0.25 of a minute causes problems converting it into seconds. So 0.25 minutes, we need to work out what this is in seconds. So this is 0.25, and 0.25 is a quarter. So we've got to work out a quarter of 60. Or 0.25 minutes is 0.25 times by 60, which is 15. So basically we're working out a quarter of 60. So half 60, which is 30. Half it again gives me 15. Or it is on the calculator paper. You can see we're allowed a calculator. 0.25 times 60 is equal to 15 seconds. So we know we have got 8 minutes and the 15 seconds. So they just need to go in the correct places in the answer box for your fourth and final mark. So make sure you know where these marks are awarded for in the exam. Okay, make sure you mark your answer, give yourself a tick for where the marks are awarded so you know where these marks are available to you, so you get the maximum marks in your exam. This question shows the mark scheme, and there are 4 marks awarded. B3 means 3 method marks, M1 means 1 method mark, OE means or equivalent, SOI means seen or implied, M1FT means 1 mark follow through. So it basically means the value you got for 495, if you divide that by 60, that will give you a 1 method mark. If you didn't get 495 here for the total number of seconds, you got a different value, you would still get the method mark. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths.